With the Resident Evil 4 remake around the corner, what a better way to welcome this new entry to the franchise than going through all the remakes of the RE series. So we can analyze all the good, the bad, and see what we can expect from this next game that everyone is so hyped but skeptical about it. So, for our first game, of course, we have the classic RE Remake, the birth of survival horror created by Shinji Mikami and released in 1996 for the PlayStation. Inspired by Sweet Home and Alone in the Dark, Shinji Mikami had an idea to bring his vision to life using PlayStation hardware in a smart way. Using pre-rendered backgrounds so the PlayStation could handle such advanced tech back in the day. Back in 2001, in a press conference held by Capcom in Tokyo, Shinji Mikami announced that the entire RE series was going to get a remake, starting with the first game, because he thought the RE1 didn't age well compared to the RE2 and his successors. And with that said, this is going to be our starting point. I will be going through the whole game, more specifically Jill's campaign, for the first time ever. Yes, I never played the original back in the day. I was just a scared kid that could not play any horror games at all. But without further ado, let's get immersed into this horror classic and see if this remake is actually remarkable as people make it out to be. The game starts with a creep video that actually sets up a really dark vibe. I love it. It just makes you as the player wonder about the dangers and the things that you are going to face moving forward. It doesn't have a reason to be that, but it's there to welcome you to a true horror experience, and I was totally on board. The game gives you two options on the control scheme. The original 10 controls of the 1996 classic or alternate. I choose the alternate because I wanted to experience the way the developers intended this remake to be played. More on that later. After that, the game asks you a question. How do you like your games? So I thought to myself, this is easy, normal, and hard mode. And surprisingly, I was mistaken. This game has actually a very easy mode, and I thought I was selecting normal, but it was easy. And I just learned that after completing the entire game. Just to make it clear, I thought it was a normal, but yeah. Anyway, let's continue. This game allows you to choose between two characters, our badass master of lockpicking Jill Valentine, or our favorite boulder puncher, Chris Hadfield. I went with Jill because most people believe that Jill's story is canon, and also because I freaking love Jill. And we're going to suffer a bit with her when we play RE3 Remake, but that's a topic for another video.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. Stairs this way! Damn it! Make for that mansion!
This intro is such a classic gaming masterpiece, and it's really refreshing to watch this with some better graphics, even though I must confess that old 90s cinematics intro is so memorable that I might prefer it. Also, I know this remake right from the start sets up a more dark tone that stays throughout the entire experience without disrespecting the source material. I love that so much. I know the story so far is pretty simple, but in my opinion sets up the environment and the tone pretty well. You are Jill Valentine, a member of the STARS unit, who had his helicopter shot down by something that has yet to be revealed, struggling to survive and almost getting killed in the process if was not for Wesker that saved you and Chris just for an inch of getting eaten by a hellhound. It just shows that whatever is happening in this mission, you need to be on your toes every time, and the game didn't disappoint it at all on this. Enter the survivor horror. Ooh, let's go.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
We enter in the mansion with Barry and Wesker, and as soon as the game starts, we know that Chris is missing, so we right away have a plot. Simple, but effective, and straight to the point. So yeah, let's go. The first thing that caught my eye in this game was the environment. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. As I mentioned before, they use a pre-rendered background. Again, because the GameCube system was way more powerful than the original PlayStation, they could go above and beyond with the level of design and details, of course. So they went for more higher resolution pictures so they can stay faithful to the art style of the original and also having more space to make more well-rendered character models, which look more alive, because they could even use actual actors to do motion capture, so the models look even more realistic, and I was super impressed. It actually gave more depth to the story. So, me and Barry went to investigate the dining room, and when the game gave me the controls of Jill, I was impressed. Oh, how smooth it was. I love the animations, but I don't know exactly how to explain, but it feels super smooth. And simply to move the character, it just feels so good. I even started to play around a bit of the movement, and this was my goofy reaction to it. Oh, the movement is so smooth. What the fuck? Damn. Dude, this feels good. Holy shit, this feels good. Wow. Left analog stick moves your character back and forth, left and right. You aim using L2 and shoot using R2. Basically, standard modern FPS shooting layout. While you aiming, you can aim up or down. If you aim correctly, you can hit a really nice headshot, a feature that will be vital in the later sections of the game. L1, you can use your defense item, and R1, you can use your map. But hold on to those 2 buttons, I will be explaining them in just a moment. Pressing X interact with the environment, and triangle opens up your inventory, which you're going to be using a lot throughout the game. So getting used to it is crucial. But before talking about the inventory, let's talk about the first item that you can pick up after entering the dining room. Right away, I found an ink ribbon, which is an item that allows you to save the game. So for each save, I waste 1 ink ribbon, and I love that. Survivor horror games makes you constantly manage your items to the fullest, so if you waste anything, you're gonna get hardly punished in the later sections of the game. And RE Remake actually nails that aspect, making you constantly making decisions on when to use it or not to use your ammo, items, everything. Should I pick this item now or later? I don't know. Always giving you tons of possibilities and ways to progress through the level. This is survival horror design aspect that I really enjoy. And they bring that same philosophy into the remake without changing anything. Just pure classic survival horror gameplay. Also, one really important thing that you'll be constantly checking in this game, the map. The map is crucial for a traversal into Dimension. You can always see which doors are locked, open, or doors that you didn't explore, item boxes, safe rooms, and also when the section of the map is in red, it means that you didn't got all the items needed to complete that specific room. But when you do, it turns out green, meaning that you successfully got all the items in that room specifically. It's simple, but gives you that sense of progression and allows you to track your progress through the game. Otherwise, you would have been get lost so constantly trying to remember, did I win in this room? Did I get all the items in the last safe room that I went to? I don't remember, and we progress through the dining room until this cutscene trigger. This is aim.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Okay, can I
Barry.
talk to him? I love that so much because in the original, those cutscenes were really goofy and tons of memes were born from those classic lines.
What is this?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
What is it? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Hope this is not Chris's blood. What is it? What is it?
What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
And now, because of the new tech and the motion capture, you can see how Jill's, but specifically Barry, are really worried about the possibility of this might being Chris's blood. You can see in their expressions, which adds another layer and more depth into those characters' backstory. Playing this on 60 FPS is crazy. So I think this is the first zombie, right? Yeah. Oh yes, you all have been waiting for the classic Shinji Mikami signature zombie turning around after eating someone's flesh cutscene. Could you imagine how impactful this cutscene would turn out to be? So many games referencing this until this day is crazy just to think about it. One thing that I want to test it is if you run from this first zombie, Barry would kill him for you like in the first game. I know I said that I didn't play the original, but I got some spoilers along the way and so I actually can kill this guy without wasting ammo. God, he has a fucking magnum. And yes, it turned out to be that my theory was correct. One thing that I really love in this game is that even if the story is linear, the game lets you explore Dimension on your own way, finding keys and puzzles and deciding on each order that you wanted to do it the most of the times. Lovely bit of design, makes Dimension even more mysterious, and so far the immersion in this game is top-notch. So after Barry tears that zombie apart with some magnum shots, we decide to report back to Wesker. Okay, I think we'll be dealing with him later. So we, even though Barry was just standing there doing nothing to help, search for Wesker, and after no success, I reported it back to Barry. Yep.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Okay.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Barry gave me a lockpick, but I was disappointed. There was something missing in this remake.
Here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Yes, much better. So again, we split. Barry went back to the dining room and I went back to the opposite side. I entered the room and I started to investigate. And while I was carefully looking around the corners, I found a defense item, which is a really interesting addition to this game. Defense items are a way to escape from the enemy's grasp pressing L1 and are really useful, especially against tough enemies in later stages of the game. And you will be using a lot, especially if you are not a survival horror veteran player like myself, that after reading an entire file explaining on how to use the item, I forgot one crucial line, that the game sets the defense item mechanic to go off automatically by default, and I needed to turn that off. And guess what? I didn't. I wasted so many defense items for nothing. And I wasted so many items that I'm ashamed that I discovered that just now as I'm recording this. Another amazing addition is that the defense items don't take your inventory space. They have their own separate space in your inventory. And that's fantastic in a game that requires tight inventory management. So now I face the actual first zombie of the game. No Barry to back me up this time. I somehow managed to dodge him and trap him inside the room. Rewatching the recording now, I don't know why I waste ammo killing him, but one thing that I can say is that the guns in this game, oh my god, they sound so amazing, and also they feel amazing. Using the pistol, the shotgun, the grenade launcher, all weapons have crisp, satisfying sound design, and they all feel great in every single shot. The impact of every bullet is just terrific. One other thing that is crucial to this game is how you can dodge zombies. You can run by them or bait a hit. Baiting a hit is something that is really hard to pull it off, but it can be super rewarding. When you successfully bait an attack, you have a window so you can go through the zombie. The zombie has a cooldown animation, but be careful because sometimes his attack animation is shorter and he can immediately recover from his attack, grabbing you as you're going through. Of course, you can kill zombies, but you'll be wasting a lot of ammo and might get you into some really rough situations later. But killing a zombie also has consequences that I will be mentioning later in the video. For now, let's continue. Some objects clearly have more contrast compared to the scenario, because it means that you can interact with them. And this is something that you always have to look for throughout the whole game. For example, this drawer right here that I just found. I push towards this statue so I can climb up on it and grab a map of the first floor of the mansion, which unlocks the whole first floor area of the mansion in your map. As I mentioned before, maps are really useful, so always try to look for the maps of every section of the game. I tried to enter the other door in the room and it was locked. It said that I need to find a sword key, and this is one of the items that will make you progress the most in the game. Each key has a symbol on it. We have the sword, the armor, and the helmet key. Each key opens up a set number of doors that lead you to certain puzzles, making you progress through the game. And I like this mechanic because even though you cannot memorize all the doors that you find they are locked in the game, in your first playthrough, you always find the door that you needed naturally. It's almost if the dimension layout as you progress somehow always leads you where you have to go. And that was something that I was impressed actually. One thing that was always a turn-off for me about playing those type of games was the excessive backtracking and getting completely lost. I don't know if you guys already played Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare, but that game makes you backtrack not because it is natural, but you get so lost in the game that is crazy. It was not good. It didn't feel that I was trying to find the answer to a puzzle. I was just wandering around, trying to progress, but all that happened was me going back to the same rooms over and over again, until I gave up and looked up at Google. But here, nothing like this happens. If you don't know the puzzle, you can just try another. Most of the time, we'll be going on to 2 to 3 items that we use in different parts of the mansion. That will lead you to another item, and eventually you'll discover how to solve that puzzle that you were stuck before. And it happens so naturally that just makes the game addicting. At some point, I couldn't stop playing because I was solving puzzles that I was stuck on, and my brain was just doing the happy chemicals, making one and more, and you know how it goes. So I went back all the way to the dining room, and before I went to explore the mansion even further, I decided to save. I knew that if I died, there was no checkpoint. This game only sent you back to the last save. I know that for some games this system doesn't work, which I agree, but here limiting the saves makes the games even more scary in a certain way, because you're always thinking about the puzzles, ammo conservation, how to avoid certain enemies, and also you need to think on how much further can I go without risking everything and going back to the last save. Do I save before I go into this new section? It might be a boss battle. This mechanic really makes the game atmosphere ramp up to 11. I advanced further into the dining room, and before I went through the door, I found an item with a file teaching me how to exam. For every item in the game, you can go to the menu and select 3 commands: use, examine, or combine. Examining an item will allows you to find some secret writing or even a switch within the items itself. So, for example, maybe you grab a key, but examining it shows the key is fake and can be used somewhere else. I really like this because as a player, you don't know what those items are, neither the character. You are both discovering what horrible things are happening in this place together. You, as a player, are also a part of STARS members. This is really good design and is really immersive. And here's one of my favorite features of this game: the cinematic angles. They are terrific. This shot right here that I just showed you, it happens some other times, but it's really well done. You're exploring the mansion. You don't know what is happening. You are slowly progressing, and after opening a door, the game throws you at this camera angle. You have no clue if there's something in front of you. It keeps up the feeling of uncertainty, mystery, and the game does this amazingly well. Just listen to the sound design of this part as well. How it complements even more the creepy mansion vibes. No music, just chill footsteps and nothing else. Oh my god, that's awful. Okay, that's okay. Okay, are we good? Yeah, okay, we're good. I love this room so much, I can't stress enough. The mirror shows danger up ahead. The level itself is not just aesthetic props. They are using the environment to ramp up the horror, and with the cinematic camera angles, it's just genius. I really love this part. You enter the hall with a mirror, and after turning one corner with another mirror, you can see a zombie coming towards in your direction, slowly. But you cannot turn the camera. The doors right next to you is locked. Did you see how much tension they put into one simple encounter? So I went back to the hall, straight to the other door, and I was greeted by a very suspicious room with nice statues carrying shields with spikes on it. And at the end of the room, there was a key conveniently placed in a way that was too obvious. Yeah, definitely not a trap. And even though it was obvious, you know there was a way to bypass this, but you also know that you need an item for this, so I just keep it investigating, but my excitement for going back to this room is immeasurable. So I went back all the way to the Justin Timberlake Mirror's room to get an arrow, and after that, I entered another door that led me to the second floor of the dining room, and I pushed this statue because I didn't like the way she was looking at me. I went all the way down to see what happened to the statue, and she gave me a shiny blue diamond. Now I feel bad for being mean to the sport piece of marble. So, I heard people talk about this area here. And from what I heard, this new area they're implemented in this remake. So I sadly cannot compare what changed and how it changed from the original, but the one thing I can say for certain, I really like this area here. Especially the mask puzzle downstairs that I unlocked after using the arrow that I just picked up early. You have to insert 4 different masks to the stone sockets, and each one represents an emotion. And for each mask that you insert, a chain came out of this coffin that is hanging from the ceiling. And again, you know that something is about to come out of that coffin. But this game doesn't show their cards right away. You have to find masks that are scattered throughout the mansion. And it took me some time. I came back here 3 to 4 times to bring one mask, and every chain that popped out of that coffin just gives me so much tension. Your mind just starts to wonder, what the hell is going to happen? What kind of creature is going to unleash their rage on me? Is that even a creature? This is playing with players' expectations and imagination, and this game makes these decisions very well. This is a horror masterclass. Please, horror game devs, take notes. So, I grabbed a book that explains about the mask puzzle in a cryptic way, and within the book I got the sword key, which means that we are able to progress through the horrors of the mansion even further. Great, can't wait, and moments later I was not disappointed. Look at this corridor right here. Okay, let's do that. No worries, we got this. Sculptures, okay. This is the perfect example. Window cracked. Pure silence. Thunderstorms striking far away in the background. Tension ramps up. And now, for every step you take further into this corner, your mind is just waiting for something to happen. And the game loves to hold this tension for an unknown amount of time. It can happen any moment. My god, I'm so in love on how horror is respected and crafted in this game. And just after the game bombarded you with some tension, after opening this door, they greeted you with this camera angle. And that actually scared me. I was not expecting that. Seeing that close-up was a really nice touch. Hey, Saucy! Hello, friend! How are you doing today? Oh my god, this scared the shit out of me. We opened on the door that led us to a beautiful, ugly garden, and then a hellhound puppy appeared to fetch our organs, but we just ignore him. We took a fertilizer and move on. And guess what? We need to go back through the room with the cracked window. And the game just showed me a hellhound is stuck in the other side of the fence. So my mind quickly connected the dots, and I was certain that a dog will break through that cracked window to attack me. So I went into the room, super confident, and he's instantly appeared through another window, breaking my expectations. The devs were so certain that you, as a player, were expecting this confrontation, but you're not expecting to be a bit early. And this is another sign on how carefully crafted this game was. They thought about every corner, every room. They playtest this game time and time again to guide the players to their tension set pieces without making the game too linear and taking out the freedom of exploration that the game gives. To get those items, and that's okay.
Barry,
Oh, Jill.
Oh, hell yeah.
Got any good news?
other than I'm still alive in this madhouse, no.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
See you later.
Ciao.
That's cute. We talked to our friend Barry before I went to the kitchen that clearly was not from the new season of MasterChef. And then remember this room that I showed you early? I got scared because I was hearing a crow screaming sound. Have a listen. I'm gonna just fucking run! Oh my god. Run. Oh my god, what the fuck is that noise? Yeah, Resident Evil Remake backtracking is something that always pulled me away from this title. Backtracking is something that I always personally hated and always breaks the pace, and it just stalls the game to the point it's just boring. But in this game, oh my, you will backtrack a lot in this, a freaking ton. I mean it. But the catch here is that most of the rooms that you need to go back, at some point something different will happen. So this is a great example. Now every time I came back here, I will be on my toes to fight those scrolls. Or maybe something bigger. Or maybe nothing will happen. And this is, again, following the principle of horror, ramping up the tension and releasing. Or never releasing. This is fantastic. This is great design. And I will appreciate every single moment of it. Great job, devs. Give this thing a raise for survival horror's sake. And after a lot of suffering managing my items, I finally found the best room in the game. The save room. And I love how you don't have access right off the start of the game. You need to solve some puzzles and explore the mansion quite a bit before you'll be rewarded with such a beautiful room. This will be your safe haven. No enemies can enter here, and every time you enter in one of those, you will be greeted with this calm and delightful song. Okay, no worries, we got this. I think that's fine. I love the... Actually, I love this music. This is really good. Actually makes you feel safe. You feel that this is different. The safe room gives you such a tension relief. You can manage your items, open more room in your inventory, and plan what items you will carry for your next move. And with the safe room, it comes the item box. Here you can store any items that you want, and they will be shared into every other item box throughout the game. So for example, if you store some shotgun ammo in the west item box, if you find another item box into the opposite side of the map, that same shotgun ammo will be there. I entered the safe room, and here's my reaction after finally finding one. I think this is a safe room. I feel this is a safe room. I hope this is a safe room. For fuck's sake. Thank fucking God. Holy shit. Sorry, special instructions for disposal of the dead bodies. As soon as I got in, I stumbled into a note that was talking about disposing dead bodies, and here's one of the greatest mechanics of this game. A mechanic that excels the combat to another level. Crimson Heads. My God, I couldn't wait to talk about this part right here. As I'm writing this, my leg is shaking from anxiety in a good way. So, the file was talking about zombies coming back to life, which means that if you as a player kill a lot of zombies until this point into the game, you might be greeted by a Crimson Head soon. Why? Let me explain. When you kill an enemy, an invisible timer starts. If this timer gets to the end, next time you enter the room that you killed that zombie, he will return a much faster, scarier, violent and bloodthirsty version of a normal zombie. And they are strong, to the point that you will die a lot if you try to fight them without a strong weapon like a shotgun, for example. But how do I avoid them? Glad you asked, little Timmy. You have two ways. Either from a precise headshot, which is going to kill them forever. And my God, every time you land a headshot in this game is so satisfying, but now after learning about this, oof. That every headshot will make you so much happy, you give you so much relief. Oh my God, trust me on that one. Or you can use a lighter with a canteen that you need to refill with kerosene that is hidden throughout the map to burn those bodies after burning them. This mechanic makes something so simple so much more fun. Think like this. They are normal zombies, right? You can just shoot your way through the mansion, but this game says, no, not today, Jimmy. You already have to worry about resource management, ammo management, and choose who you're going to kill or not. Now, on top of that, you have to worry about which zombies you're going to burn so they don't become a Crimson Head and kill me later. Every action has a consequence. This game makes you think about every single decision, even if you need to kill one zombie. The default enemy of the game even then can be a menace. Again, give this team a raise. I explored further through the mansion, found a broken shotgun that I realized that made me miss one of the most iconic moments of the game. Yeah, more on that later. I entered into some sort of office and I found a dog whistle with a file. It said that I need to use it in a specific area, and there was a photo showing where it was. It just happens that I knew what it was. So let's go ahead and do it Florida style and blow that whistle, baby. While I was trying to remember my way back to Florida's concert, I stumbled across some new rooms and I found the classic Jill sandwich room. And you guys are going to be mad at me, and I totally get it, and I agree. I used the broken shotgun to avoid the roof to collapse on me. Yes, I did. I'm bad. I just realized that so late that I didn't want to have a broken shotgun on my inventory taking space. So I'm so sorry, guys. And with that said, let's continue. I finally got into the garden so I could blow my whistle, baby. Okay, I swear, I'm super done with this joke. And after a pack of hungry hellhounds greeted me, thinking that I was a Purina Pro Plan Adult Large Dry Dog Food, and after a surprisingly hard fight, I managed to came up top and stand my ground as I was collecting my reward. A dog collar, which upon examining, there was a fake key, and I already knew where it belongs. And it was not with me. I'm so sorry, Taylor Swift. So, I went back to the night carrying the spike shield that was obviously going to kill me room, and I swapped the fake key for the original armor key. And yes, I was right from the start about the strap. I got you this time, game. Exploring further, I used the armor key to open this door, which led me to a bar that had a piano and a music school, but there was a page missing. After that, using the armor key in another room, this happens. Oh my god.
Richard,
I got scared.
what happened? You're wounded.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake.
Mm.
And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Okay, first of all, I want to apologize in advance for letting Richard die. I didn't knew that I was on a timer and someone at my stream told me that I really need to go for the serum as soon as the cutscene finishes. So yeah, I apologize in advance. Richard, you will be remembered. But that was a really cool mechanic. If I was able to save him, he wouldn't help me in a boss fight that will happen soon. So basically, it's a replay value. And also a consequence that the game gave me or not be inefficient. I love that. Everything in this game is high stakes and high reward. Makes the player want to know what could have happened, making him play more and more than once. And also prepare him for future encounters. Maybe next time, he can be more careful. Or maybe more efficient. We never know. So cutscene ends. I need to get the serum fast. I enter a room full of armors and puzzle time. After pressing everything and trying to find a clue on what to do, my curiosity was rewarded with yes. Yes, so now I need to be careful to be not mindlessly pressing X on everything, and that makes total sense. Imagine this. You are in a secret mansion with a lot of mystery, puzzles and rooms, infested with zombies, something really creepy happening there. It's obvious that if you're not careful enough, you will die, and I love that. The game constantly reminds you of that and makes sure that you never forget. So I left the room and I went back because I'm stubborn, but this time I carefully managed to solve the puzzle, but I had to take my reward later because the time my inventory was full and sad. So I made my way back to the safe room so I could store some of my items, and this happened. Again because of this, but no worries, we got this. I have a plan. Oh my god, it missed because of that. I missed it again. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh yeah, I can. No worries, we got this. Shit. Yes, that is what happens if you don't burn or either kill your zombies properly. I got lucky because I'm not playing on normal or hard mode, but my god, that was scary. And now, one of the most unexpected enemies in the horror game. Bees. Yes, you heard me right. Bees. I solved this puzzle basically swapping those insects figures into those frames, and I got attacked by some bee and I shot them with my handgun, which is the most efficient way to kill a bee, but yeah, it worked. No complaints whatsoever. So, after killing any chance for a B-Move sequel, I was finally able to get my reward. A wind crest. It will be helpful later. Advancing further into Dimension Horror, another puzzle. Lovely. Let's again press everything until something happened because I didn't learn my lesson from the last puzzle and... Oh dude, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Alright. I really don't like this. Okay. Lisa, powered, protected by 3 spirits. The picture of a woman wearing a bracelet, necklace, and a crow. So green crow, purple necklace. I don't like this. I knew there was something off. I'm just gonna go back because I fucked that up. Okay, lesson learned. I solved the puzzle and a secret passage opened up before me. And inside there was a mask. Finally we can progress through the creepy coffin puzzle. My mind didn't stop thinking about it since I learned about it. I love this, how the game gives you so many things to do at the same time and keeps your attention to various puzzles that makes your imagination create so many possible scenarios in your head. It's really good pacing and never breaks the flow. You are always getting a new item that is leading you to another room, to another story bit, to another item, and so on. Lovely design. I went straight to the creepy coffin room, inserted the mask into the right socket, and a chain popped out of the coffin, leaving some blood. As the noise of a fresh meat being ripped apart stormed inside the room. Something is definitely going to pop out of there. And we don't know what it is just yet. I'm excited. Play poker tonight with Scott and Elias for security. And Steve for research as well. Steve was the big winner. But I think he was cheating. That scumbag. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skin gorilla. Feeding instructions where to give it live animals. When I threw in the pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before he actually started eating. At around 5 a.m., Scott woke me up. Scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there's been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Ugh. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday, dude. I've been wearing the damn space suit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and it feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny. So I decided to not fit in today. Screw them. I went to infirmary because my back is all swollen and it feels itchy. They put up a big band-aid on it and told me I didn't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. Found another big blister on my foot this morning and I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realized some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them the last of the 3 days. If anybody finds out, I have my head handed to me. Rumors going around that a researcher who tried to escape the state last night was shot. Oh, my entire body feels itchy, and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm, and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? Fever gone, but itchy. Today hungry. And eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy. Scott came. Ugly face. So kill him. Tasty. Itchy. Tasty.
Each year losing.
That's such amazing storytelling. This is just a room with 2 dead bodies. And after reading that file, you just piece out everything together. What a tragedy. This is another thing that helps so much to craft the environment that you're in. So many tragic stories happen in this mansion. This file is not the only one, but it was the first one that caught my attention the most. After reading this, I felt bad for those guys. I felt bad for those innocent people that were involved in all of this. As a fan of the series myself, I already knew the plot about Umbrella, but the way this game established this is terrific. Umbrella's actions has so much more impact, and they seem to be way more horrific. After managing my items again in the safe room, I used the blue diamond on a tiger statue that I stumbled upon, and it gave me a disc. And I know there's a secret lab section in this game, so I might just keep this disc with me for now. After those events, I just continued exploring the mansion until I found a water room that I could use a fertilizer that I found early in the game. There's a trick here. It tells you to choose between 2 colors before a trigger. Please choose red. Because if you choose green, you can say goodbye to all the green herbs that you could gather. And yeah, thank me later. I killed that big hentai plant so I could grab another mask. Red one, right? So it goes to the plants and then, oh hell yeah. I was right. They're dead. Hell yeah. Also, I need to turn this off because this might hurt me, right? So yeah, there's a lot of herbs here if I want it, but I'm not gonna take it. Another mask, that's cool. And now, one of the most painful cutscenes because I messed up. Richard, I'm so sorry. You guys can watch my reaction after realizing that I bought the serum for nothing. Enjoy. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, Richard. I have the serum. Is he... Wait... Really? He's dead? What the serum... Wait, what? My god. On my way back, I went to the armor room puzzle to get the box that I was not able to grab because I had no room in my inventory. I examined it, and after I solved the little puzzle, I got another mask. One more to go. Hell yeah. I went back to the office where I got the whistle and I found a lighter that was going to help me light up this room right here. I used the lighter on the candles so I could explore and found a missing page from the music score that I found early. Nice. And now, enjoy my sweet revenge against that crimson shithead that tried to put me down. God. So I think this guy's gonna... Oh, fuck. Are you dead? Just gonna burn this. Oh my god. I'm just gonna burn this guy because I don't know if he's gonna go back. Really do not know. Yeah, just to be sure. Because fuck this guy. So here's a classic. Jill playing Moonlight Sonata. Classic. Hell yeah. What a lovely scene. It's so weird and so good at the same time. You are playing such a beautiful song into a horrifying mansion that happens to be experimenting with humans and within a lot of terrifying secrets to uncover. But that little moment when you just stop and listen to this, it's just beautiful. It's a classic. So, after Jill's private piano lesson, a secret passage just opened up before us, and I need to swap the fake shield that I found at the start of the game to this new one. I got the golden shield, maybe we can put it back where the fake shield was, right? And Sansa was correct. A clock puzzle right next to me was unlocked. We quickly solve it and there it is, shield key unlocked. Now we can explore even more, so let's not waste any time. First Richard, now Forrest. But I think this one was not my fault. At least I hope. Forrest is holding a grenade launcher, so I better take it. And yes, he's a zombie now, so we need to fight him. Boss fight, I think. Oh, that was it? Oof. I'm glad that I didn't waste some precious ammo. Yeah. Shotgun ammo. I knew it. I knew it as... Yeah. I knew there was something, dude. Our first true boss fight. I was feeling something was about to happen that time, and the game delivered. It's a simple fight. Run, aim, shoot a couple bullets, rinse, and repeat. And soon enough, she'll run. And that's good. You know, you find her again. You just don't know when. Another thing to ramp up the tension. I really like this. Devil May Cry does that really well. You never kill the boss at first glance. And in this game, this works even better. Oh. Alright. I thought that... I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a little harder. Now is finally time. I've been teasing you guys a lot with this part, so it's time to finally unleash what the hell is in that coffin that is hanging out of the ceiling. Better be good. Yeah, now I'm fucked. Let's see. Game. No? Oh, I don't like this at all, dude. There's shotgun ammo right next to me. Yeah. That's what I thought. And that was good. The coffin just dropped down. You open, and there was a corpse with a key on it. But after getting the key, you was thinking that it's going to attack you. But nothing happens. Again, holding tension more and more. You know it's going to raise up and attack you, but you never know when. The devs understand pretty well how horror works, and it baffles me how consistent this is throughout the game. So, with this item that we got from the Crimson Head coffin, I was able to open my favorite section of the game, and soon you learn why. Exploring this area is super fresh. It's some sort of creepy garden that just gives me chills just to watch this footage again. It has a great atmosphere, and it's a fresh section breaking up a bit of the mansion setup. I love it. It doesn't hurt the pace of the game. It's a reward for unravel the mysteries of the mansion. The more you discover, the more you learn how massive this place is and how deep the rabbit hole goes. This game has an excellent pace. It made me want to keep playing more and more. After some exploration, I stumbled upon another puzzle, and it was an easy one, but I think it's super welcome. Not every puzzle needs to be a music room from Silent Hill 1, because it can hurt the game's pace. Getting stuck is not fun, and RE Remakes knows that. There's easy puzzles and harder ones, but it never throws you something that needs you a master's degree on literature. They are fun, engaging, and it makes sense to be that. It's not like goofy Dino Crisis generator puzzles that doesn't make any sense. Oh my Dino Crisis puzzles.
And using that puzzle makes notes. What a stupidly designed, needlessly overcomplicated system. Why are the numbers laid out this way? Why does it make musical notes? Who is using that feature?
I'm ready to begin the experiment. What's the code for the case? Oh, press all the buttons until it sounds like the start of Killing in the Name of. That's remarkably specific. How would hearing impaired people be able to do this puzzle? That's a very good question. How would they do that puzzle, Capcom?
Okay. That sound right there is one of the greatest story additions to this game, and one of the saddest. A family picture. There's a journal left by someone. 19. Daddy attached first, Mon attached second, inside red, and slimy white and hot. Oh, and not true Mon where. Do know Dad found Mon again. Which touch mommy, she moved no more, she's screaming. Why? Just wanted to be with her. Mon, where I miss you. Oh my god, these says here. Oh my. Oh no! Actually hit me. Hitting me. Oh, is that a map? Oh my god. Oh, wow. That was so... Wow. That was far away. Is this a map? No, it's not. Oh my god, she just screamed. Do I fight her or do I just run? Oh, I can just run. That's good. Lisa didn't try to kill me. And when she realized that she was awake and scared, trying to get out, she lost control. Lisa doesn't want to be alone. She was afraid, and I felt that. I knew something was off. She didn't seem to be an enemy even though she was attacking me. She didn't kill me, and I didn't attack her at all. I didn't want to. It feels so wrong, but we will talk about her story as we go. But for now, let's continue. So I ran away from the shed, and I remember that I could use my windcrafts right at the cemetery. So I did, and it was super worth it. It rewarded me with a magnum. And as soon as I grabbed that beauty, I thought to myself, okay, you are playing an old school survivor horror game. You should gather as much ammo as possible for this gun so you can face the final boss with the most powerful weapons. And that's what I did. Every single magnum chamber and grenade launcher ammo that I found, I stored everything. By the end of this game, I was packed with ammo, ready to take down the most spongiest enemies that you possibly can imagine. I was not playing around. Back at the shed, I found a crank, and I was lucky to already find a use for it. And this happens. The crank. So that was the right idea, actually. I didn't need to backtrack, because if I decided to go through this door first, I wouldn't need to come back, but it didn't need to. And that's good. So this is a secret passage, right? And as soon as the cutscene stopped, the game didn't tell me if I would like to discard the item, which means that's still somewhere else that I could use it. For some reason, that felt weird, and you soon will know why. I went downstairs, then again upstairs, exploring further those dead gardens until I found a wooden door that led me into another type of shed, but a bigger one this time, and as soon as I went through, 3 blue herbs right in front of me. Blue herbs cure poison damage in this game. Yes, you can get poison and it's forever until you find a blue herb to cure the effect. And that's when I realized that I needed to be extra careful here. Poison damage in this game is fatal. You can easily get poisoned and not having any room in your inventory to get a blue herb or either time to go to a safe room, get rid of your items, and go back to where you see the last blue herb. By then, you'll be dead. From now on, I was really tense with that. And that's good. Another mechanic. We're halfway onto the game, and still more mechanics to keep the tension going. I like this. Do you think it was not tense? Look at how this thing made me jump. 1. Oh my fucking god. Shit. Okay. That scared me. And here's another brilliant moment. This tentacle here, if you pay attention, you realize that the tentacle came through that hole, and there was a box right there. So I did the most obvious thing. I pushed the box towards the hole where the tentacle is. And done. No more hentai. Oh my fucking god, Oh, I thought I was done with you, bitch. Can I... Oh... This is good design. The game teaches you, the player, to push the object mechanic and make you use this mechanic to prevent another one. When you stack mechanics with another, it's good design because the player already know what possibilities he has. They just need to think and understand. It's logical, doesn't break any pace, and it makes sense. And on top of that, even though you block the tentacle, you still get attacked. Makes you realize that was not so obvious. It's a gotcha moment that doesn't kill you instantly, which a ton of games do and actually breaks the pace of the game. But here, it punishes you for thinking that it was an obvious solution. Again, bringing back the reminder that this place is dangerous. And you need to be on your toes every time. Don't fool yourself. Nothing is too easy or obvious. Oh.
But it's not necessary to destroy stars. family. If I play my cards right.
Okay, so here's the plot twist. I knew from the start that Wesker is the villain. Of course, I read and watched tons of spoilers of this game. It's an old game, it's hard not to, but I think they did a great job here. Wesker was not obvious to be the bad guy from the start, and the acting and the motion capture actually makes it a little more difficult to see that. I can see this might be a gotcha moment for some people, and yeah, great job, guys.
Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
After Barry leaves us, once more, we read a file about a plan that was exposed to the T-virus and is growing rapidly and becoming way larger into the underground. So there's where our hentai friend is coming. I need to put an end to this. After exploring the room, I realized I couldn't move those two bookcases, and I was wondering, imagining if behind those two bookshelves that are interactable there is a secret passage, yeah. There's a secret passage hidden behind some obvious furniture. I went downstairs and I decided to go back up and explore the shed a bit more before I advance further into the lab section. Oh, this is the lab. Okay, I'm gonna go back because I didn't explore the entire house. So, after I went back up, that got me freaked out. Oh my god. Ooh, that was fucking horrible. I love insects, but they scare me so much. I have a considerable fear of spiders, and the way the game introduced me to that enemy, I'm baffled on how good it was. I was not expecting it. I just entered the room and right on top of me, slowly coming down through the ceiling, walking down on me, my god. That was horrifying. 10 out of 10. So I ran into the room and tried to get all the things as fast as I could. I found a red book and a pool table with a partner colors and numbers, so I decided to write them down because it might be important for later. Also, I went back to the safe room because I needed a lighter. There was some candles in the spider room that I could light up, so it shows me some symbols, so I took some notes of them as well. So, I finally decided to go down to the underground lab. On my way, I pushed some boxes to make an improved bridge that led me into this door. And after entering this floater room, this happened. Let's go. I might have to use the crane. Ooh, wow. Right. So if we go this way, is the right way. So I'm gonna go the wrong way first. Nothing. Okay. Just go around. Oh wow. Oh wow, wow. I hate this. I hate this. I really hate this so much. I totally not a fan of this. Really don't like this. Oh, I think I'm doing some shitty. Oh no shitty decisions. I think this is the right one. This is the right decision. I'm just trying to. Okay, continue, and go. There's a door there. There should be a door. Then there is a door. There was a door. Wow. Oh, and yes, I think we found the hentai, but we can do nothing just yet. We will put an end to this hentai soon. Exploring further, I went downstairs into some sort of control room. Pressing the buttons makes the metal doors going down until Baby Shark starts to attack, and a time sequence, which I'm not a fan of it, but I have good news. It's really straightforward, super intuitive. Thank God the devs were good at their job. I think the game falls off a bit in this lab section. I like the garden aesthetic, how it breaks the mansion scenery a bit, but tension and well-placed camera angles, they don't show up here. It's super straightforward and is a section that I just wanted to get over with because I want more of the mansion section. I want the tension, the horror, the unknown that the game builds into your imagination. Time sequence done, now it's time to explore even more. I entered the room, saw a shark doing a breakdance and stumbled across a huge shark. I slowly walk at him, waiting for him to wake up, and again, the game bringing the tension again. Oh my god, thanks. I was almost sleeping in this section. I was not liking this part that much, and on top of that, this happened. Oh. Yeah, this shit's still... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Did I die? I died! For real? Yeah, I died. And I need to reload my save. And guess what? Yes, it was from the shed, which means that I need to play the whole section that I hate the most of this game. That was not pleasant at all. I don't blame the game for it. And I was not tilted or anything because up until now, the game as a whole was flawless. So I just saw it as a minor setback. Made my way downstairs again, did the whole sequence shenanigans again, and when I made my way back to the Shark Tank room, I was ready for my revenge. Just push it down and get fucked. Take this 30% equity of my company, Mr. Shark. Again, I walk all the way back to shed, and here's when the game stalled a bit for me. There was a lot of back and forth to the underground lab in the shed, but there was not any variation like the mansion that was consistently changing and always gives you uncertainty about what is about to happen. I like how the puzzles are presented to me, but the backtrack in this part can break the game's pace just a tiny bit. And talking about puzzles, here's one that I didn't know how did I solve it. Have a look. Oh, so yeah, sorry. So the two eyes on the side is red. It's purple. So purple is 4. Yellow. It's orange. Orange is 5. And the green 4, 6. That's it? No. So, fuck, wait, what? Yeah, those are the numbers from these things. Is this not right? Wait, not? So... Because this is green, yellow, and... This is... We can swap it for 3. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why. Upon entering this door, I was greeted by one of the hardest puzzles in the game. Why? Because I didn't find a file that teaches you how to solve it until a bit later. So yeah, I was there for minutes, maybe an hour, trying to understand the combination of those chemicals. My god, I felt so dumb. So after mixing all the chemicals, you end up with a chemical that is called V-Jolt, which is one that we need to finally kill Hentai. So I did. But of course, one more time, and I hope this is the last one, I went all the way back to the underground lab. Yep. So with Hentai gone, we went back all the way up one last time. We kill a beehive using insecticide spray. Doing that, I was able to get a residence key that allowed me to progress. And as I entered this run, I felt that we were about to go into a boss fight. My gut feeling was 100% sure about it. So I went all the way back to the safe room, saved, and I packed my best weapons, and I was so ready. Come on, game, throw me your best boss. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Is this a boss fight? Yep. I knew something was off.
What the hell is this thing?
Barry!
Jill!
Yeah, it's weak to fire. Yeah, I knew there was some plant shit or something. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
And there was not a boss fight. But to be honest, I'm super okay with that. Cutscene ends, and we finally get the final key, the helmet key, which means that we can go back to the mansion, and I'm so glad about this. Going up the staircase, through the door, and cutscene.
Wesker!
Oh shit.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
And back to the mansion we go. On my way back, I found what seems to be some sort of broken radio. Of course.
Huh? What's a star's radio doing here? Let's hope the thing still works.
Okay, so we are back in tracking, and the mansion is already throwing at us some new stuff. That's what I love about this. That was missing in the last section of the game. I'm already hyped for what's about to come. And as soon as I had that thought, upon entering this door, I was greeted by one of the deadliest enemies in the game. The Hunter. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Hunter. Fuck. Oh, dude, a fucking Hunter, no. Oh, those guys are not nice. Now the mansion is infested with those guys, and your pistol is almost useless. You spend hours uncovering the secrets of this mansion, and by now you should know how to navigate pretty well. So using that knowledge is crucial right now, because if you take too many wrong turns, you will be embraced by the hunter's lethal claws. Again, and thank God again, tension is ramping up to the roof right now. And here's a clip of me realizing how scary those hunters can be. He's at the corner. Just go. I cannot dodge this fucker. Look how speedy he is. Dude. I cannot. Danger, holy sh... This fucker is so fast. Oh my god. How do I kill this shit? So pistol is like... So I need to fucking shotgun him? So another puzzle. Pushing statues on a timer. Pretty intuitive, and another use of push mechanic. Great job, game. After we solve that puzzle, we need to go down to this hole, and inside that dark small cave there was a grave with a letter.
I can get out. I have tried every possible way to escape, but only to be faced with the reality. I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde and those dark, wet, and eerie caves. What can I do? At first, I didn't want to believe my eyes, but the familiar high-heeled shoe and the corridor, it was like a reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No. I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why this is happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel, and another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit my last match. I had to see what it was. A grave! But deeply engraved into the stone was my name. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I would die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica. Lisa. Forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole dim conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety.
There is a switch in the grave. Do you want to press it? Sure, game. Show me the path. And seconds later, I got scared by this six-legged filthy bitch. Oh, not again. Not again, not again. No. No, 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 no. I think I got... Oh my god. You might be laughing now, but I was not. Damn you, game. And before you're done laughing, seconds later, another jump scare. Enjoy. Oh no, fuck, I fucking, oh my fucking god, this is disgusting. Ugh. That feels icky as fuck. I don't like this at all. This game got me on my toes all the time. The tension, the unknown is amazingly well crafted. The mansion section, it became my favorite, especially after playing the lab. That one was a little bit disappointing. The game just throws you back at the mansion and don't waste any time. Exploring those rooms infested by hunters, we managed to find a new room. And an old friend of ours just happened to be there waiting for us. What the fuck is this? Oh dude, I hate this so much. Oh, the snake. Shit. It's not dead. Oh my god, this you don't have ammo. Oh damn. Oh really? Come on. So, boss fight, and as you can see, I was not prepared at all. To be more specific, I was so underprepared that I just died. And that was my fault. I pushed too much without saving it, and the game punished me for that. I'm not mad. I reload the save, and this time I was out of blood. Armed to the teeth. This boss fight is the same as the first one. Run, aim, shoot, rinse and repeat. But this time, the snake is faster, but you have more room to run. So, it's balanced. Are you dead? No, you're... Oh my god, are you dead? No, you're not. Now you're... Now you're dead? Oh, she's... I took the snake down and I got a book that contained a medallion. I'm gonna be honest with you. After this, I was just gathering items and backtracking, trying to avoid as many hunters as I could. The tension was there. Don't get me wrong, hunters were scary and hard to deal with. Nothing too different than usual until I found this mirror room that I found to be super cool. But I feel that was a little out of place. Let me explain. Because there was a normal zombie there, this room should be at the start of the game. Would make more sense, because right now we'll be facing crazy strong fast enemies. Just putting you into a room with a default zombie that you can easily dodge, it doesn't work now, but maybe if it was at the early game, might make more sense. Inside this room, there was a jewelry box that was a socket on it, so I could put a red diamond to unlock it. But before that, you need to solve a jigsaw puzzle, and those are my favorite. I remember playing Ashley level on RE4 for the first time and having a great time with the underground slider puzzle. I know this run on the remake was way more simple, but it's a nice one. Again, makes sense, super intuitive, and doesn't hurt the game's pace. Solving this puzzle gave me a key to the Spencer office, owner of the mansion. So, let's go there right now. Dodging the hunter and entering the office, I got some supplies and a Spencer family medallion. Advancing further, our radio that we found early started to work. Yeah.
This is Brad. If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Shit. It's broken.
Sadly, no backup for us. So, I was trying to insert this battery while Hellhound got frozen midair, and I knew when I left the menu, he would attack me, and that was the most intense battery insertion of my entire life. Hope you miss. You didn't miss. So now the elevator is powered. And remember the crank that we used early to stop the water from flowing so we could pass? So, you can hear a waterfall when you turn the crank to shut the water flow. So because I had the elevator this time, I could turn the crank and hopefully the waterfall would shut itself, showing us a secret passage. And I was right. that actually felt good when I discovered it. I like those puzzles that rewards you for paying attention to your surroundings. So deep into the sacred waterfall passage we go. The passage led us to a cave where I found a lot of ammo. So I was always prepared for the boss fight. When the game gives you tons of ammo, it's never for free. And I knew that like no one else. Adventuring myself further down the cave, I found what looked like a piston, but it was incomplete. It was needed to turn on the power of some sort of elevator.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
Okay. So we found Enrico on his last breath talking about a possible traitor until he gets shot. I love that Jill doesn't even look to the gunshot direction until later. She cares so much for her friends. She's learning how to be a badass soldier yet. She's a rookie. And when you think this way, it makes more sense why she didn't react as a proper STARS member would react nowadays. Alongside Enrico's body, there was a crank. I better take with me. And going all the way back, the game is showing me why he gave me so much ammo. I bet you already guessed. Hunters. After finding my way back, I found a socket that I could use my new crank, and wow, I was moving a part of the scenario. Jill is so strong, damn. Imagine how much force you need to make to be able to rotate an entire part of the scenario with a simple crank rotation. Oh my god. Jokes aside, I was not expecting that and I love it. So the game was giving me a lot of ammo, especially acid rounds. So I had the gut feeling that those rounds would come in clutch soon. So before I progressed further, I equipped myself with a grenade launcher that was packing some acid rounds. And I was expecting a boss fight, but the game throws me this. Is that a boulder? Okay. I knew something was going to happen. Yeah. I knew something was about to happen. This boulder got so lucky that was not playing Chris. I hope this works on a spider. It seems that, oh my god, where am I? And I'm so glad that I packed myself the grenade launcher. Thank you so much, gut feeling. So we killed the spider, we found a knife, so we can use it to cut the spider web at the door so we can progress. Going further, we found another boulder, dodged, and another puzzle. Really simple, always using simple mechanics that you'll learn with the environment. So you need to spin the statue, placing it into the circle that is in the center of the room. And also, you need to use the scenario and the crank to push one of the statues. It's basically crank mechanic, push mechanic, and environment mechanic all together to create a puzzle. This is good design. Solving the puzzle, it rewarded me with another piece of the piston. So we can now turn on the power to the elevator. Going all the way back to the elevator after fighting some more hunters, we found a generator. We need to rotate the piston ring to match the numbers that are carved into the piston, so you can discover a sequence that is used in the generator. If you miss the sequence, you need to rotate the piston ring again, so be careful because it can be quite annoying. The order is in the key. So it's 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. 4. No. Oh, no, I can't. Oh. Oh my fucking god, I hate this so much. So we power up the elevator until Barry showed up.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, going down. Oof. Oh, it's Lisa.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person. Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
There's always me to check out your motherfucker. Yes, Lisa. We are about to find out a bit more of her story. So let's go. Progressing further, there she was, slowly wandering around those filthy tunnels. You could just hear her footsteps, her moaning. It's sad and creepy at the same time. I try my best to avoid confrontation and I make my way around. I pushed a box to an elevator that I need to break using a garbage compactor all the way back. So that's what I did. But when I came back to the elevator to meet up with Barry, this happens. I'll say she's scary, she's just weird.
Barry!
Motherfucker. Okay. So Barry is the traitor. But sadly I already knew the plot, but I didn't know why Barry betrayed me or what happened to him later. So I didn't get all the spoilers, thankfully. I went to use the garbage compactor to break the box and find out there was a broken flamethrower. So after exploring a bit, I discovered that you need to use the flamethrower to open a door. So that's what I did. And after opening that door, I was baffled about what I found inside. Oh wow. This is amazing. This is so cool. Shit. I love that. Oh, snakes. I don't like this, I don't like this. I hate snakes. A dagger. Oh. The jewelry box. There's still something here that looks familiar for the modern guards, seem to be pretty close. A bunch of photographs, despite the various scenes from her upbringing. This bed's still warm. Crazy. Examine. You got the stone ring, a family picture and notes. There's something written on the back. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica administered virus type A. Plasmolizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion negative. Action disposed. Lisa type B. Fusion positive but delay fusion. Body modification observed constant results. Status continued protective observation. Dual ejection terminated. Oh. I feel dizzy after the shot they gave me. I don't see Mon. Where did you take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake. Not my real mom. Same face but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away. Because Mom's sad. When I met her without her face from the side box and Mommy, maybe through Mother there, stone box hard. It hurts. Still hope in the way. Can see Mother because 4 stones. Can see Mother because 4 stones. Yeah, there's some items around here, but let's fucking just go. I went upstairs and I ended up at Lisa's shed. I combined the stone ring with the Spencer family medallion, and it worked. And I knew I was going to use it already. It was time for Lisa's boss fight. After going all the way back to the main hall of the mansion, at the back there was a gate that I could unlock using both medallions. I opened it and I went downstairs. Tension was ramping up. So excited to finally uncover Lisa's story. Let's see. Oh, Barry, you fuck.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Being super honest here. So yeah, it was a hard decision, but I gave Barry his gun back. It was super useful because he distracted Lisa so I could push the boulders down. And after this fight, I was just there. Yeah, thinking for a bit. What a tragic story. She was just the innocent that got involved into this. Virus made her immoral. Her entire family died. And she thought they were there, all along, lost in the mansion. She was wandering around, just trying to find her mom. Lisa's not a monster, she's an Umbrella victim. And this is so much more impactful than other plots in the RE universe. This for me sets up Umbrella so well. You can see how evil and disgusting this company is, because you relate to something more real. It's not a super tyrant or anything like this. It's a deeper, sad story that slowly unravels to you by files as a sad and heartbreaking ending. I cannot imagine playing RE1, the original, and not having Lisa on it. So, by the end of the tunnel, I had an elevator that led me into a fountain that had 2 sockets so I can insert the medallions that I got early. So I did, and a secret passage opened up to me, and is another lab section. Oh, I hope this one is better than the last one. Now, we are into the end game content. All the plot is starting to wrap it up, and let's see what awaits us. So, I went all the way down to the lab, got another Mo disc, and I hit this really satisfying headshot. Amazing. That was like, my god, this feels so good. I went downstairs and I stumbled across a door that has a really heavy locker system. I should do something to release those lockers, so I think we will be doing that later. I found a tiny X-ray room that had a really nice puzzle on it. But before that, I found a file that explained a bit about the puzzle itself and also a hint for a future password that we have to use it. So I took some notes and I started to solve the X-ray puzzle. It's not a simple one, but everything that you need to solve it is that in the room. You just need to connect the dots. I really like this one. It's super rewarding when you solve it. Solving the puzzle will give you a word that we will also going to use as the password. Exploring further down the lab while killing some zombies in the way, we found another room that has a computer. A login and a password is needed. So here we go. So because we nailed both login and passwords, we unlock some doors, but except the heavy one. So we need to find something else to unlock it. What could it be? The lab is another section where the horror set pieces fall off a bit. It's creepy, aesthetically cool, but it doesn't have the same heavy horror tension that the mansion section has. Here is more explore few rooms that are left in the game, gather all the items to progress towards the last boss. It's not bad, it's just straightforward, and I think it makes sense, and it doesn't hurt the pacing because this section is super short and everything is revealed to you, so it has to be another vibe. I think it's more like a personal problem that I have with horror games, and also movies in general. When you start a horror game or a movie, you are greeted by the unknown. The story plays out of your imagination, making you wonder a lot of possibilities. And when the plot is explained and you understand what is happening, this unknown sensation is totally broken. You're not afraid anymore because you know what is about to happen, or you know how the plot is developed behind it. So that's why I love Silent Hill. Even if you finish the game, there's still tons and tons of questions about what is happening. Nothing makes sense, but also everything makes sense. There's explanation that's so deep that only one playthrough is not enough. The mystery is always that, and when you get to the lab section, it just feels like a conclusion to everything. We learn about the viruses, the traitors, Lisa, and the other people that work on this project. We just need to put an end to this. For this type of story, it makes total sense and it works. For my personal taste, it's an okay ending, and I was satisfied at the end. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit more later by the end. I went down into a tiny room with a machine that apparently uses a modisc to unlock one of those locks to the heavy door that we found early. Great. So now we need to find another one of those ammo disc readers and we set. Also, in this room there was a refueling device, but we are going to use it later. Advancing a bit further, I found a lab where I could use a filter that I found to get a code on the slides presentations about the enemies of the game. I like that because it shows you all the enemies that you face along the whole game with their respective names. But the last enemy that shows is a new one. That's some really cool foreshadowing. Because you, as the player, thinks that you're just seeing every enemy in the game and then showing something to you that you didn't face yet just once again plays with your imagination and brings tension. So when you see the title writing on that slide, your mind starts to think on many possibilities. And also we find out that Wesker is the one of the scientists involved in the research of the virus. Dude, I love how goofy this photo looks. I love that Wesker Nev takes his sunglasses off. So I use the filter to reveal the code that appears on the next slide of the presentation, and there we go. There was some sort of save that requires a combination in the same room next to me. I throw some numbers and another secret passage opened up before me. So I acquired the laboratory key and continue to make my way through the facility. And another new room that requires me to push some shelves, but there is a weird noise in the background. I heard that. I definitely heard that. And I never heard that yet. Is this a tyrant? Because I faced every enemy that was shown on that slide presentation besides the tyrant? Yeah, so let's see. What is that? What is that? And oh my god, another huge insect enemy? Wait, I like this. I was not expecting another new enemy. I was sure the only one that was left to discover it was the tyrant. And no, this is good. It actually kept my expectations on alert. How many more enemies can exist besides the tyrant that I didn't face yet? So after I finished fumigating these bugs, I found another modisc reader. 2 down, 1 more to go. Going further down the lab, I found this underground facility, looks like, infested by those giant bugs. But thankfully they go down super fast with the shotgun. So if you save a bunch of shotgun ammo, like myself, now is the right time to use it. Fighting my way inside this room, I found the last modisc reader. Thank God. Now I can see what is waiting for me behind a really well sealed door. Oh, Chris. Hey.
Jill?
Chris, you're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
So, we need to take Chris back later. Noted. And fun fact, the game never tells you to come back here after you unlock the cell door. So I think it's possible to leave Chris behind. I'm pretty sure. I wandered around a bit because I didn't know what to do for a while, but then I remembered about the refueling device and I went there to investigate. Nothing happened, so I thought that I need to find some fuel or something. And after some more exploration, I finally found it. I just ran past it. I got this fuel capsule, went all the way back and refilled it. And now I need to go all the way back, but there's a catch here. I cannot run. Otherwise, this will explode. So I really like this. It's super high stakes. It takes away the mechanic from the player that is running, so you need to rely on your arsenal of weapons to protect you along the way. It was super tense. I was expecting a lot of enemies jumping on me around the corners, hunters and maybe crimson hands, all sort of stuff. It was super short but super tense section. I found my way back and inserted a few capsule into the machine so I could get the power back on. I made my way back and stumbled upon this elevator that after interacting with it, this happened.
Jill!
Barry,
I could have at least waited up for you, you know?
let's go.
So fun fact, I didn't knew this was a Tyrant fight at all. So I skipped the cutscenes and I instantly load the save because I was not prepared for this final fight.
Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Oh,
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl, but I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family, you bastard. Oh!
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
Oh, the Tyrant.
It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Oh, wow.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
Oh.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
Wow. What a catchphrase.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak!
So there we are. Finally, Jill versus Tyrant. One of the deadliest umbrella BOWs that exist. One that could rip any STARS member apart in seconds. A lethal pursuer, so I packed all my Magnum ammo that I saved until this point after hours and hours of playing this game. This is the time. Take this, your tyrant sack of... Wait. Is he already dead? Oh, that was disappointing. I guess Barry and I are not going to hell. After that thrilling fight, I investigated the area, found a file that contained info about Wesker's prototype virus, which is a plot about his story and how he gained his powers that will be more explored as the franchise goes on. And then we talked to Barry.
Barry! Barry! You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's gone.
First, let's just get out of here.
Okay. So now that we are back, a voice is saying that all locks are disabled. Well, means that we can help Chris. So let's set him free.
Jill.
Sorry about the wait.
So everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Now we need to escape out of this lab, but before Chris starts to break this in the corner. After this demonstration of technique, we proceed to the final confrontation. And I was feeling that despite what I said before about horror games and movies endings, I felt that Remake is perfect on this sense. Even though it doesn't rely on that many horror set pieces by the end, it makes every right decision to make a really good climax to the story. It's such an epic moment, escaping with Barry and Chris alongside you, ready to face the final threat. It just hypes you up for the last boss. It's a great feeling.
3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
Rendezvous. So, it's time to put an end on this. The facility is about to explode. Timer on the screen, check. Tension ramping up. I went to the helipad and I used a fire signal so I can call for an extraction. After that, you can see everyone caught up to me. Sunlight in the background, Jill's is smiling towards the sky, but is not over yet. Stormy underground, Tyrant, still alive, knocking Chris out, and after he goes for Barry, the game gives me control. Finally, I didn't think twice. And it's Magnum time, baby. Get back to... Oh. That hurts. Don't worry. The second try is a charm, and I died. Oh, 2 hits? Only? He only took... He's really strong, but no worries. I reload the save, and this time I use first aid spray every time he hit me. But against a turret, you need to keep a lot of distance. He's ultra fast, and he can kill you before you even have time to react. Couple Magnum shots in, Brad appeared and gave me the classic rock launcher that kills the boss in 1 hit on every Resident Evil game weapon, and it actually works. Oh. Fun fact, there is still a chance that the Tyrant can actually deny the rocket. It didn't happen to me, but if it happens to you, just shoot down again. It's super easy. It's just a last gotcha moment before you finish, all for good. So that was my first playthrough ever of Resident Evil Remake. I never played the classic, just watched some videos about the game throughout those years, and after I played, I can comfortably say that this is one of my favorite horror games ever. Super well paced, the puzzles are great, the tension this game gives you is always keeping you under your toes. Oh my god, and what a masterclass of horror design. They took every aspect and refined into such a compelling story and gameplay. I think this game should be a case of study for future horror games, and I hope Capcom can always look back to this one and not only appreciate the great works that the devs put in, but also get inspired to the point of making more solid games like this. I'm super excited to continue the series, and as I'm writing this script, the RE remake is only 2 weeks away, which means that I might not be able to finish RE2 and RE3 remake on time, but next time I will bring RE4 remake video, and then we can continue further with our series, playing all the remakes. So, if you enjoyed this type of content, let me know in the comments below. This was my first ever script that I wrote in English. Yes, I'm from Brazil, so this took quite a substantial time to finish, but I'm super proud of this accomplishment. If you watched the whole video, I would appreciate any type of feedback and any discussions about this game or any other horror classic. Well, I think that's it for today. I hope you guys stay awesome, stay safe. See you guys for Resident Evil 4 Remake.